Welcome to the Lantern Light AI Newscast number 33. Bodies, Bits, and a Better Planet. Made by Chris Morley, in Boston on Thursday, May 14, 2026 at 12:53 p.m. UTC. Europe's high-speed trains are making a serious case against short-haul flights, and TechCrunch Disrupt 2026 is headed back to San Francisco. Researchers are pushing human augmentation from concept into reality, blending body and mind in ways that would have seemed like science fiction a decade ago, while quantum hardware roadmaps are laying out the steps to true large-scale computing. And IPCC experts are gathering to map out the most promising methods for pulling carbon from the atmosphere. Starting today's program, a look at Hyperloop Next-Gen Rail. Across Europe, high-speed rail is increasingly competing with short-haul aviation as travelers seek lower-emission alternatives. Improved connections between major cities have made flight-free journeys faster and more practical than in previous decades, according to travel industry observers. Meanwhile, Hyperloop development continues to attract competing firms, though no commercial passenger line has yet opened. Germany's Hamburg has been among the cities exploring magnetic test track infrastructure, while the broader Hyperloop sector remains in an experimental phase with commercial deployment still years away. Now, a notable headline from the tech conference front. TechCrunch Disrupt 2026 is scheduled to take place in San Francisco, giving startup founders, investors, and technology professionals a major gathering point later this year. The event is organized by TechCrunch, one of the leading outlets covering venture capital and emerging technology. Registration details are expected to be available through the TechCrunch website. The conference traditionally features pitch competitions, keynote speakers, and networking sessions that draw participants from across the global tech industry. No specific dates have been confirmed in the available information, so interested attendees are encouraged to check the official site for updates. And a notable item from the broader science and tech beat. Scientists and technology developers in 2026 are increasingly treating physical and cognitive augmentation as a single field rather than separate disciplines. Researchers are combining wearable sensors, AI-driven feedback systems, and established techniques from cognitive behavioral therapy to build tools that improve both mental performance and physical capability at the same time. Interest from both consumer wellness markets and workplace productivity sectors is driving investment, though independent clinical evidence for many commercial products remains limited. Analysts say the convergence of neuroscience, materials engineering, and machine learning is expected to accelerate over the next several years. Coming up, the latest in quantum computing hardware. Major technology companies and research institutions are pushing quantum computing hardware further along defined roadmaps in 2026. With efforts focused on reducing error rates and increasing qubit counts. Tom's Hardware published a detailed analysis in February outlining the competing strategies from leading players in the field. Industry trackers report that funding and global policy attention around quantum hardware have grown notably this year, driven in part by parallel progress on post-quantum cryptography standards from bodies such as NIST. The overall picture is one of steady, competitive advancement rather than a single dramatic breakthrough. Now, a story from the world of human augmentation, physical cognitive. Exoskeletons, bionic prosthetics, and brain-computer interfaces have moved from laboratory prototypes into real-world use, marking a significant shift in what human augmentation can deliver. Researchers at the University of Cambridge, including augmentation designer Donnie Claude, are exploring how the human body can adapt and take on entirely new functions. The field now draws on biotechnology, artificial intelligence, and robotics together, pushing physical and cognitive abilities beyond their natural limits. Scientists and ethicists are also raising concerns about security risks, inequality of access, and questions of human identity as these technologies become more widely available. Wrapping up, a story from Carbon Capture Climate Intervention. More than 150 scientists gathered in Rome in April to begin drafting a major new IPCC methodology report on carbon dioxide removal technologies, including carbon capture, utilization, and storage. The report is expected to give policymakers a clearer scientific foundation for evaluating which approaches can work at scale. Separately, researchers have highlighted coastal blue carbon ecosystems, mangroves, tidal wetlands, and seagrass beds, as among the most cost-effective natural options for locking away carbon. The urgency behind both tracks is underscored by NOAA data showing atmospheric carbon dioxide has risen 100 to 200 times faster in the past 60 years than it did at the end of the last ice age.
Today's program is brought to you by Lantern Light AI. Please note that Chris Morley is a seasoned software architect currently available for inquiries seeking help using AI to build, run and maintain modern web applications, cloud systems, databases, streaming data pipelines, search engines, interactive 3D graphics as well as other high-performance software services at scale. If the avatar or the newscast format interests you and you would like to see something like this customized for your business use case, please email Chris Morley at chris.morley@lanternlight.ai. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe and share with your friends. More science, tech and AI news coming soon. Thanks for watching.